Hey guys, what's up? This is Kaozbender here again for yet another video, and welcome back to Yoshi's Woolly World No Damage Run. In the previous episode, we cleared the first two stages of world number 2, which also happens to be a desert theme level. Chump these nuts, okay, whatever. Walk the chump to unwind. And this is actually a very fun stage, which I will be explaining as we go further. The very first thing that I should ask you guys is how your day is going. You're watching this on Monday. I missed an upload on Sunday because I was, doing some other stuff on Saturday and Friday, and I didn't really have, a lot of time to record. But we're here with more videos and more time to clear some stages flawlessly. So I guess the first thing that I should talk about is something that I did yesterday on Saturday, which was another stream for Luigi's Mansion 100% speedrunning, and it was going pretty decent. I got another personal record. It was still not the best. I know that I have a lot of room to improve. But, it's actually a lot of fun. For some weird reason, I'm not really sure how this happened. I got, on stream, the person who got rank number 12 in the category that I'm running, his name is Michael T100 or something like that. And and by the way, before I continue with the topic, there's something here which we will need to clear in order to get the first flower. Pretty nice. But I got that dude on the stream, and he just started to give me like some topics in order to run a little bit better. He gave me a couple of videos to learn and have my timers to be, a lot better, because right now, since I'm just starting, it was like my second attempt. I'm still doing fairly bad, obviously kind of a beginner here. But that's really not a problem whatsoever. However, I'm still really grateful that I got that dude on stream. I'm not really sure how he found me. Maybe, he got like, maybe if you run a game, you can browse it to see who is speedrunning, and that happened to me, which was actually really nice of him to give me some topics, because he has, I think, a 119. He is number 12 in the world, and yesterday I got a 1 hour and 46 minute run, which I know it's not the best, obviously, but for me it was still super great to get. I mean, I got 2.5 minutes off of my first time, which was pretty nice. So yeah, that was pretty much it about what happened on Saturday. I didn't really do much else. There was some family stuff. We went to, okay, actually the my family, yesterday we went to, okay, like, how do I start this topic? Whenever I am at work at school, there's, since we are there from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., there's a, obviously we have to eat, but, the cafeteria at school, was starting to get, like, pretty, bland for me, to be honest. And by the way, I'm pretty sure that I need, do I need a change? Oh, no, never mind. I just need to get rid of these guys over here for me to pass. Pretty nice. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I was just getting a little bit too into the topic to kind of make sense of what was happening. But the cafeteria at school was getting a little bit boring and bland for me, so I just went out to, hopefully find some other things. And by the way, the one of the things that I missed here, my first playthrough, was this, that you need to get over here. Now, how do you find this if this is your first playthrough? Whenever you get the egg, there's like a little, arrow that tells you to go there, but it might not be super obvious at first. So that's pretty nice. Anyway, so I just, at like 2 or 3 p.m., whenever, I just start to get a little bit hungry at work, I just went out to, and this happened like, by the way, I can't do this from here. This happened a couple of days ago. It's still pretty recent. So what happened was that I, found a place that sells like really cheap food, as well as, really, really delicious, kind of homemade and stuff. It's not like this mass-produced food that, could be like really gross and stuff. So I found this place, and I was like, oh, that's pretty nice, dude. It's like 50% cheaper than, the things that they give at school, because as I said before, since it's kind of a nice and wealthy school, obviously the food is going to be, a little bit more expensive. So what happened there was that I go to this place every day to get like a baguette or like a sandwich or something. It's really nice. But then yesterday, Saturday, I told my family, hey, I'll invite you guys here because it's, really nice. It's a place that I go to. And they were like, all right, cool. So it's this really, really small place where they make the food. So whenever we are driving around, they go like, oh, is this a place? And I'm like, yeah. And they go like, oh, we're getting something else. I'm like, wow, that's pretty mean. Because from the outside, it obviously doesn't look like a really... I mean, I'm not gonna say it doesn't look like healthy or there's like a lot of hygiene, but my family's a little bit special when it comes to that, so I kind of understood. So we ended up going to a taco place, and like not really a taco, like some well, yeah, it is kind of like a taco serving place, which is also pretty nice. And by the way, here, now getting into the gameplay a little bit, here we have a bunch of yarn number 3, pretty nice. Now that, I believe, is one that I also skipped in one of my first playthroughs. It wasn't too bad, but still, I was like, how do I do this? I've been needing a guide for, like, really, like, maybe not, how do I say this? Not really obvious, but... most of the things that I need a guide for here in this game are, really, how do I say this? Like really small things that are extremely easy to miss. I remember when I was recording the first set of videos, I was in World 4, and I got to the, what you call it? In the first stages, I was always finishing them not with 100%. And it was always because I was missing either 2 stamps or 1 stamp, or 1 bunch of yarn or 1 flower. It was really, really tedious to look up a guide just to see where that one thing was. And I'm like, it's whatever. But then you learn, and you are able to clear this game pretty nicely. 100% Super Beast. Really nice. Alright, now there is something coming up right over here, which is really cool, which, first of all, I will be getting rid of this dude. Careful for him not to damage you, and you will be pushing this chump ball over there. Now, this is obviously the mechanic that I haven't really talked about. I got a lot into the, into the topics. Now, let me see, where's my... okay, we're doing pretty good. Into the topic in order for me to not talk about the mechanic that is the main thing here, which is the chain chump, which I'm not really sure if it's like wired or like, I'm not really sure what kind of material that would be. But this mechanic is really fun. I mean, the very first time that I played it was obviously super great to look at. To manage the chain chomp and all that stuff is just really cool. By the way, you don't want to go to the pipe just quite yet. There's flower number 5. And before we're going out, there's 16. Now, I am not sure if I'm missing something. Okay, there's going to be 1. Okay, no, yeah, I think we're good, there's going to be 1 stamp over here, and then the rest, and, the other 3, as well as the 5th bunch of yarn, are going to be found whenever we get into the very last part of the stage. Now, I guess the 3 stamps are a lot to miss, if you don't know what you're doing. So if you get over here, you might be like, oh, I'm missing a lot. But if you do this with a chain chump, you will go like, oh, nice, 5, 5, 20, and we got our 20 hearts, pretty cool. Can we get a mini game? It looks like I can't. I think so far in all the Let's Play, I think I've only seen I think I've only shown 1 minigame for you guys, which, yeah, it's a little bit weird. Alright, so 100%, super nice, and, now we're gonna go to switch. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do in every single episode is that I'm just going to skip me switching the amiibo costume. Even if we are at the very beginning of the stage, it takes like good 30 seconds of the video, and I honestly don't want to bore you guys with it. So let's just see what we knit. 220 stamp patches, pretty nice. So let's just see what we knit here, and then we will be switching amiibo, which I'm pretty sure is going to be Marth. The next one, what do we get? We unlock Citrus Yoshi. Alright, I'm not really sure what Citrus had to do with that stage. Something cooler would have been like the Chain Chomp Yoshi or whatever, but hey, that's really my call. Anyway, I'll go switch amiibo costumes, and I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, that actually took a little bit longer than 30 seconds, so what I'm gonna start doing or I think that I've already done this, in every episode is that I'm just going to cut those 30 seconds in which it takes to change amiibo costumes, since I do want to show you guys every single one of them. I'm not exactly sure if I will be able to display all of them in a stage, but I mean, you have already seen them. They are all pretty cool, and we'll be playing through them eventually. especially for the special stages, or especially for the special stages, whatever. You know, that will be pretty nice to see. So anyway, the thing that I wanted to talk about as well in this video, which, you know, I guess the streaming topic got a little bit too out of hand. Well, no, I didn't really get too out of hand. I mean, I don't really talk about it way too much in, you know, the usual videos. So it wasn't as bad. You know, the other topic that I wanted to talk about is just, if you guys remember in 2015, I gave my channel like a little, what do you call it, like a new image or whatever, and I'm gonna do the same for 2016. However, I do want your guys' feedback on, I mean, not really what design should I use or stuff, but if you guys have been kind of, how do I say this? If you guys have been, you know, to a lot of my videos, you would know that they have started to, you know, just go downhill in views, like, you know, a lot of gaming channels or whatever. So what I do want to ask, what do you guys think would be, I guess, a little bit more engaging for people to comment? If you guys have seen many of my videos, you will know that I don't really, I don't necessarily care a lot about views, but you know, in a way, I do care about them, because views obviously mean people that are able to engage in the video, and if there's not like a lot of views, there's obviously not going to be a lot of comments. So I'm still looking for a way in which I can potentially get more interaction with the viewers. So what I'm going to be doing, I guess, you know, starting 2015, or just now, if you guys are watching until now, just to give me a topic that I will talk about, and obviously, you know, I will credit you. Okay, so yeah, this topic was mentioned by whatever in the comments, and you know, I'll just talk about it. If someone wants me to talk about, I guess, sports, what kind of sports do I like, you know, and ask you guys what sort of sports you you like to play. By the way, there's a hidden cloud over here, which is going to give us flower number 2. Pretty nice. You know, which in the end is going to be like a little back and forth. Like people are going to comment on their topic of choice, and then I ask for their topic of choice, and then in the same comment they can potentially give us like you know, another topic to talk about in another video. I'm not really sure. These are just like rough ideas that I, you know, want to come across here in 2016 in order for the channel to be a little bit more engaging for the people, which is the thing that I really want to in 2016. Anyway, I guess that was it. You know, it was actually a very straightforward topic, but let me see. Okay, the thing that I want to do, first of all, is just to get this Koopa Troopa. And now this is going to be, I mean, it's not going to be as tricky. There we go. But yeah, I guess it took a little bit more concentration than usual. Anyway, that little 8-bit Koopa Troopa shell, I mean, was going to be able to interrupt us, but since we are pretty beast, that didn't happen. So let's see, what is another topic that I would like to talk about? Well, I guess now that I mentioned sports, nah, that's not like a great topic right now. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've already talked about that in a previous video. And even if I haven't, well, I mean, I'm not really feeling like talking about sports right now, to be quite honest. Let's see, I will be getting this, and this is going to give me 1 bead. You know, whatever helps. So, let me just wait for this, and we're pretty good to go. Alright, I guess speaking about the gameplay here, this mid-boss was actually pretty fun to play against, you know, in the first playthrough. It was, you know, a little bit silly. I guess you guys will get to see it right, you know, in a couple of seconds, but all of the bosses here are super creative and, you know, original. I think the end boss of this world is one of my favorite ones. I guess, okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the final boss of this one, but okay, we have enough bunches of yarn. This is gonna give us a whole 3 stamps, which is super nice. Now let me see, this is the only thing that we need here. And it looks like we need 1 more bunch of yarn, and that is pretty sad. Do I get anything? Okay, yeah, I get a Shy Guy. That was pretty decent. Let me see, what else do I talk about here? Oh, I guess another really nice topic is that, you know, it's not really, I mean, it's kind of late into the video. I know most of you guys aren't watching at this point, so I'll go a little bit more into detail on it in the next episode. Let me see how we are doing. Okay, we're doing pretty good. So I won't, what do you call it? I'm pretty sure I need some bunches of yarn here. Alright, yeah, we need them. There's something I do remember about this place that was a little bit cringy. Okay, so the very first one is... Oh, no. Okay. Let me see. We get this right here. Pretty nice. However, I need the Koopa Troopas to spawn. Okay, here we have one. Because there's one hidden thing here. We got a bunch of yarn. Now this is going to give us, okay, some... I'm just gonna wild guess it that those are gonna be hearts, so I'm really not gonna be needing them at this point. So, yeah, what was I even talking about? Oh, yeah. Paper Jam has already released in Europe, and I'm pretty salty at my European friends for them actually getting it. If you guys remember my friend Craig, he is already playing through it in his channel, and you guys shouldn't watch that because he is pretty mean. Because he rubbed it in my face that he has it and I don't. That is going to be coming out in January 22nd, I'm pretty sure, 2016. So, you know, you guys can expect some beastly gameplay from me. I'm not really sure what, you know, kind of a twist I'm going to give it. Maybe it's not going to be, like, that much of a twist since, you know, I just want to play through it normally like I would, you know, with any other Paper Mario video or Mario and Luigi video. Let's see, what is with me and missing stuff, targets, you know, the very first time that I attempted. Anyways, 100% in stamps, flowers, and bunches of yarn, so the very last thing, isn't there? Okay, yeah, there we go. Just as any, you know, I guess, and the boss, you know, we got this here, so it's not gonna be as bad.
Ah! Still you think you can mess with my plans? This is as far as you go. Nutwing, you're up. Swoop in from above and squish that Yoshi.
And yeah, this is going to look really intimidating at first, but it's really not going to be a huge problem. Okay, so whenever he does that, he's just going to go like, oh, I can't move, and just the ground pound, it's really not going to be a huge problem. What comes after that, however, is going to be maybe not as terrible, but I mean, I guess you kind of want to watch out for it. I'm not really sure what the, you know, actual timing for this is going to be, but I mean, you just want to be careful with that. It's really, you just want to be careful with that. You know, it's not really going to be as bad as it actually seems to be. All right, so 2 times here, not going to be a problem. And okay, I actually ground pounded his neck. I'm not really sure how that works, but this is going to be a little bit faster. So in order, oh yeah, you can actually stomp on the shell, so you're not going to take any damage in case your jump timing, you know, is not as great, I guess. Just do this right over here, and the last ground pound will be given, and that's pretty much it for the stage. Pretty nice. All right. I just love Yoshi's little dance whenever he defeats an enemy. All right, 100%. Where's my flower? There we go. And what is the next stage going to be? You guys will have to wait for that. And the Miiverse post, pretty clever as always. There we go, flower number 2. I'm not really sure how people will understand that, but you know, it's better than nothing. You got a new power badge. What is it? I think this is invincibility to fire. I'm pretty sure. And for that we get Ashen Yoshi. Okay, not really sure how that works, but whatever. And for now, we're gonna get a little block with some spikes, okay? Alright, pretty nice. So that was pretty much it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and make sure to leave a comment with your suggestions, what topic you would like to see, which I'm going to go on a small recording spree, so if you have any topics, I might not, you know, reply to them right away. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. You guys have a great day, and I will see you then.